video, we're talking about how Christiana was arrested, and we're also talking about Tayler's sister, Bobbie, her man, Scott, after his ex came forward and revealed that Scott allegedly does not help out with the 2 children he shares with her. And he also was arrested just a few years ago for a DV charge after he put hands on his girlfriend. And I also forgot to mention in my last video that he was also charged with property damage when he got that charge as well. If you haven't seen my video before this, going into all that, I recommend you check that out first before this video, because we're going to be covering a lot of responses to what we covered in that first video. But first, let's start off with Tayler. So when I made that video, I checked my comments and I was surprised to see a comment from Tayler, and she said, finally, Ish is coming out about how great he is. Talking all this ish about me. Ask Bobbie how she really got her hand broke. And people wonder why I don't want them here. I'm gonna go at her. We're about to be friends. I like her. And she's talking about Scott's baby mama. And she said he really does live with his mom. And his mom has a cat. So that's why Remy can't be there. And Bobbie never met his kids. I mean, that would be a red flag for me right there. If I've been with a dude for over a year plus, I'm engaged to marry this dude, and we're talking about having a wedding, and the dude literally has not even brought his kids around or even seen his kids the whole time we've been together. Allegedly, he did see the kids around Christmas, or he tried to, but we'll get more into that in a second. The reason Scott's baby mama finally responded to Scott, as we covered in my last video, is because her son follows Scott on Facebook, and he saw Scott dragging his mom, and he let his mom know, so she decided to respond. And I did notice that one of his sons was actually in my comments, and he said, "This is crazy. I can't believe this is my father." And then he also responded and shared more about his DV charge, and he says, "Yep, I told my mom about it, and I was on the phone while he broke her wrist and pinky, yelling and drunk on Christmas Eve. He tried to deny it, and she didn't even go to the hospital that same night for it." So that was what he was arrested for. And so there's no confusion. So the girl that he had children with, they were together over 10 years ago. They share 2 children together, but that is not the same girl he has the DV charge with. The girl that pressed the DV charges on him was the girl he was with right before he got with Bobbie. So according to the son, he claims that he broke this girl's wrist and pinky, and that's what the DV charge is for. And Tayler's claiming that Bobbie broke her hand while fighting with Scott. And when I first came across this DV charge, even though the ex had pretty much said, yes, he has charges like this out there, I want to go straight to her and confirm, like, hey, is this his specific charge? Is this him? Because there's multiple people with his first and last name in the St. Louis area, and I don't want to be putting these charges out on somebody if they are not the correct person. And she said, yes, that is him. And I was like, well, does he help out with the children at all? This is what she had to say. She said, no, not at all. His sons are 14 and 30, and he's been MIA since I left him in 2013, in and out. Then he just wanted to see them in December after not seeing them for 6 years, which started a fight because in my mind, you don't get to choose when you want to be a parent. But as far as financially, he doesn't help, never has. He sent our oldest $40 for his birthday last year, but that about sums it up. So you're just going to send one kid money for his birthday, but you're not going to send the other kid money? Man, I would feel some type of way if that was his son. Then Tayler posted a status, and she said the amount of fake drama and lies someone will cause and share all because they want to be seen is ridiculous. Keep writing on someone else's TV time. It's doing wonders for ya. You look like a completely mature, well-mannered adult. And that is shade being thrown at Scott. Then Bobbie responded to Tayler's claims when she said, oh, why don't you tell people how you really broke your hand? And Bobbie responded, even though she has Tayler blocked and she's not gonna be able to see this from her profile, she said, yes, ask me how I broke my hand and I'll tell you. It's that simple. I don't know what this ask Scott about how my hand broke-ish even means. Trust and believe I'm the safest where the F I am at. I've been in, DV relationships before, and I got the F out real quick. I'm not staying in a relationship that's toxic or in a relationship someone feels the need to put their hands on me. Scott puts his hands on me in all the right ways. Okay, girl, TMI, we don't need to know all that. Passionately, safely, gently. He never hurts me in any way, shape, or form. I think people low-key hate the fact that I'm actually in a good relationship and happy and my dude don't cheat on me. People will literally wish the worst on you, or they want to see you doing good but not better than them. But if you really want to keep going, we can do this. Because I haven't said enough apparently. Even when I was in Arizona, I still knew what was going on and I ain't said a peep about any of that. But I can and I will. And I'm not sure what she exactly is referring to there. The ex told me that the son just went and saw his grandma in December. And when he went there, he said that Scott and Bobbie were both living there with his grandma. So Scott is very much living with his mom. Well, in December he was. And I think they're currently living in a hotel. And that's the only reason why they're no longer living with his mom right now, if that's the case. And so Scott responded and he was throwing all kinds of shade towards Tayler. He goes, okay, how in the hell are you talking ish about me when you don't have any real teeth? It's like, what does that even have to do with anything? Like, yes, everybody, those are fake teeth in her mouth, but I still have all mines and no cavities at the age of 33. I need to find that clip from the show where Tayler said, I just hope Scott's not like another Chance. Who me? Having to wake up and drink from sun up to sundown? Who me? Being $40,000 in debt? Who me? Destroying my woman's life on television? Or me being a cheater and having women sending my woman screenshots and messages between us? No BITCH can ever call me out for cheating on Bobbie because it never happened. But does that make you feel some type of way? I remember when me and Chance had went to the store in town and he was hitting on girls at the local grocery store. I told him that ain't right. Aren't you with Tayler? Why would I have told you when you already know how he is? I did let Bobbie know though because I'm an open book with her. Another thing, the girls' room looks like a tree house and your house smells like a barnyard with all them animals. Then he told Tayler to get back on OF and expose her body some more. I'm sorry, I don't care how mad I am at a family member or like a sister. I could not let my man talk about my sister that way. And then Bobbie said, letting somebody get in your ear about the person you love is a form of disloyalty. And Scott said, facts though. My ex wrote my girlfriend saying a whole bunch of stuff on how things were when me and her dated. Even my stalking baby mama, who I haven't been with in 10 years, has done the same thing. I've seen exes get into relationships and I let them move on in peace without bashing them, regardless of how we ended. Focus on your current relationship. But the thing was, he was bashing his baby mama. That's how her son saw it and told the baby mama. And that's when she finally responded. And Bobbie's like, it's so odd. Everything that she said, I just haven't seen yet. And I think the ex is probably trying to warn Bobbie about what she was getting herself into. And someone even said that. Bree says, look, I think she was just trying to warn you. And then Scott says, Bobbie got hands. Don't underestimate her because she packs a punch with them baby hands. Yet he was just literally saying a second ago that Bobbie has never put hands on him. And then he said she's crazy at times, but she's never physically harmed me. Well, would you know she packs a little punch then? And he says she's definitely been through it with lying, cheating dudes, but not once has she ever made a post about me cheating. Then Bobbie said, I love how someone telling me about my man, the person I spend 24/7 with. Nobody knows him like I do, but I'll let people think whatever they want. I know what happened. It's not even what you think. I've heard both sides of the story, and it's basically the same thing. He shouldn't have even gotten that charge. He should have gotten a property damage charge, and he didn't touch that girl, but go ahead and act like you know. You don't know nothing. But it's like she's kind of biased though. She had, like, the son is literally saying that he was on the phone with his daddy and heard it happen in the background. And Scott was literally found guilty of the charges. They were able to find enough evidence to find him guilty in the court of law for DV. And then someone said he's always on a hustle for himself. Always. And I guess, sorry, this is out of order, but this was talking about Tayler when she was throwing shade at Scott on her Facebook status earlier. And Tayler said, yup, that's exactly what it is. He's trying to promote his music, but in all honesty, he's probably making more people not want to work with him because he has a bad attitude. Then some people said, look, we need to boycott his music. And someone was saying, look, he doesn't even take care of his kids. And Scott responded, he said, I did pay child support, and then my kids were taken away from their mother due to the boyfriend hitting them, and they gave them to me. She lost custody. I never put her, and then he called her the R word that rhymes with, that sounds like restarted, but you take out the S, which I'm not even sure why him and Bobbie are still using that word. It's 2024. And he says, put her butt on child support. But I should have though. And when she got them back, she never put me back on child support. But you know everything, right? She's too stuck on her pride. If that was on child support, it would be a court order for the man to see his kids. So I don't want to hear nothing from a bitter baby mama about not getting any help when I have 2 jobs and she can get all the help for them. She just chooses not to because, again, she's stuck on that damn pride, and she has to prove she can do this on her own. Just because she's not asking for it does not mean you should not be giving it. You bring 2 kids in this world, you have equal responsibility to take care of them. It just sounds like a whole bunch of excuses to me. He keeps trying to say, oh, you know, she can get the child support if she wants. I got 2 jobs. When he was literally just showing off his bank account that had $0 in it. And he said he was waiting for his direct deposit to come in. So it's like, where's the room for you to even pay any money to take care of your kids? I mean, you couldn't even afford to send your other child a birthday present last year or send them anything for Christmas. I just feel like you could do a whole lot more than what he's done with $40 in the past year. And then someone commented on Taylor's post, and she said, Bobbie was writing me and my sister asking for money, saying she'll pay his stuff the next day. He started asking my sister the next day, and she wrote me asking me her money. And I'm like, I think it's funny how you just wrote my sister and after the day yesterday and said you would pay her back today. So where's the money at that you were supposed to get today? And she never responded, of course. And then Scott was in the comments saying, oh, I never asked you for money. This is cap. So I almost wonder if Bobbie borrowed money and then she decided to borrow Scott's phone and start messaging from Scott's account. Or maybe Scott's just lying. I don't know. But I definitely don't doubt what this person's saying. And this is probably like the 20th person I see now who has said Bobbie's asked them for money. It's one thing if, you know, you want to post your Cash App. Post it in your bio, post it on your stories, you know, go live and put it in the, you know, caption. You know, but when you just DM people asking for money all the time, especially flexing how much money you make, I just don't like that. I feel like that's taking advantage of your audience. And then Scott said, Bobbie got some good coochie. Nice and tight and just right. Seriously, why would I cheat? Especially when she's doing everything she's supposed to do. A ninja come quick as F, but you mad? Making her come at least 2 to 3 times every time we do it. It's good. No complaints over here, though. It's like, Scott, I'm sorry to break it to you, but I don't think anybody cares. This is one of those posts that should have stayed in the drafts. I'm not sure who he's trying to make upset in this post. I'm assuming his ex. He's trying to rub it in how good Bobbie's coochie is. Then he said, my mama don't even know where I'm at right now, dumbasses. But I live with her though. I'll get a house when I'm ready. Thinking about uploading my paycheck stub since I'm currently employed. Hashtag in real life. And this is a text allegedly with his mama. And his mom said, call me about those apartments too. They on Natural Bridge right before the Brown Road. And then Scott replied and he said, I have a place right now, but eventually I'm going to look for a house. I'll let you know. And I'm just like, okay. He says he has a place now, trying to prove he's not staying with his mom. But didn't him and Bobbie say they were staying in a hotel? Tayler also posted that she got her dog's balls cut off. And apparently he's been wanting all the love-ins and cuddles in the world since then. He just wants to be the baby now for a day. But that's it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think about all this drama in the comments below. Check out my lashes and cosmetics at AccordingtoAmber.com. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.